Hello, my name is Jiso and I'm reading Master Dōgen's Shōbōgenzō, and we are on chapter 63, Ganzei, eyes. Ganzei, which means eyeballs or eyes, symbolizes the viewpoint of Gautama Buddha, that is, the Buddhist viewpoint. In this chapter, Master Dōgen explains the meaning of the word Ganzei, which appears frequently in Shōbōgenzō, quoting Master Tendo Nyojo, Master Ungan Donjo, Master Tozan Ryokai, and other Buddhist masters. And there's just a footnote that says, in general, Ganzei is capitalized in translation with a capital E for eye, when the sense of the Buddhist viewpoint is stronger than that of concrete eyeballs, which doesn't help you because, of course, you can't see whether it's got a capital or not, but in almost every instance it has a capital. He's not talking about eyeballs, he's talking about point of view. If kotis of thousand myriad kalpas of learning and practice are gathered together into a happy circle, it will be 84,000 eyes. My late Master Tendo, the Eternal Buddha, while the master of Zuiganji Temple, in formal preaching in the Dharma Hall, addresses the assembly as follows. Pure the autumn wind, bright the autumn moon, earth, mountains and rivers are clear in the eye. Zuigan blinks and we meet afresh. Sending staffs and shouts by turns, they test the patch-robed monk. Testing the patch-robed monk means verifying whether he is an eternal Buddha. The hub of the matter is that earth, mountains and rivers send staffs and shouts charging forth by turns, and he calls this blinking. The vigorous state realized like this is the eye. Mountains, rivers and the earth are a creative occurrence, such as clear manifestation of the eye not happening. This is the autumn wind being pure, which is perfect maturity. It is the autumn moon being bright, which is perfect immaturity. The autumn wind's state of purity is beyond comparison, even with the four great oceans. The autumn moon's state of brightness is clearer than 1,000 suns and moons. Purity and brightness are mountains, rivers and the earth, which are the eye. The patch-robed monk is a Buddhist patriarch, one who, without preferring great realization, without preferring non-realization, and without preferring before or after the sprouting of creation, is the eye itself. This is a Buddhist patriarch. Verification is the clear manifestation of the eye, is the realization of blindness, and is the vivid eye itself. Meeting is mutual encounter. Meeting or mutual encounter is the eye being sharp and the eye being a thunderbolt. In sum, do not think that the whole body is big, but the whole eye might be small. Even those considered in past ages to be venerable and great have understood that the whole body is big, but the whole eye is small. This is because they were never equipped with the eye. Great Master Tozan Gohon, while in the order of Ungan, comes up upon Ungan making sandals, whereupon the master says to Ungan, I beg your master for the eye. Ungan says, to whom did you give your own? The master says, I do not have it. Ungan says, you have. Where are you directing it? The master is without words. Ungan says, the state of begging the eye is itself the eye, is it not? The master says, it is not the eye. Ungan criticizes this. Thus, learning in practice, when it is thoroughly conspicuous, begs the eye. To pursue the truth in the cloud hall, to attend formal preaching in the Dharma hall, and to enter the room for questions in the abbot's reception room are to beg the eye. In general, to follow other monks in leaving a practice and to follow other monks in coming to a practice are naturally the I itself. The truth that the I is beyond subject and beyond object is evident. The story says that Tōzan already has requested instruction by begging the master for the I. Clearly, one who is subjective will not be begged by others to instruct them, and one who is objective will not beg others for instruction. Dōgen teaches, "To whom did you give your own?" There are times when the state is your own, and there are means of giving it to whomever. Tōzan says, "I do not have it." These are words naturally expressed by the I itself. We should quietly investigate the principle of and learn in practice the realization of words like this. Dōgen says, "You have. Where are you directing it?" The I of this expression The I of this expression is that the not having in "I do not have it" is to have it and to be directing it somewhere. And to be directing it somewhere is to have it. We should realize that the expression is like this. Tōzan is without words. This is not bewilderment. It is a standard which his karmic consciousness has independently. It is a standard which his karmic consciousness has independently established. Dōgen instructs, the state of begging the I is itself the I, is it not? This is a sentence which blinks the I. It is the vivid shattering of the I. The point expressed here by Dōgen is that the I begs the I. Water draws water. Mountains line up with mountains. We go among alien beings and we live among our own kind. Tōzan says it is not the I. This is the I singing out by itself. Where body, mind, intellectual recognition, forms and grades which are not the I are present, we should meet that state as the vivid I manifesting itself. The Buddhas of the 3 times, standing on the ground, have listened to the I turning the great wheel of Dharma and preaching the great wheel of Dharma. In conclusion, in the inner sanctum of investigation and practice, we establish the mind, undergo training, and experience the great truth of Bodhi by springing inside the I. This I is, from the beginning, neither subjective nor objective. Because there are no hindrances of any kind, a great matter like this also is without hindrances. For this reason, an ancestor says, "How wondrous are the Buddhas in the 10 directions. They are originally just the flowers in our eyes." What is expressed here is that the Buddhas in the 10 directions are the I, and flowers in the I are the Buddhas in the 10 directions. Our present backward steps and forward steps, sitting and sleeping, because they have received the power of the I itself, are all like this. They are holding on and letting go inside the I. My late master, the eternal Buddha, says, "Gouging out Bodhidharma's eye, I make it into a mud ball and work it into a person." Loudly he says, "Yes, the sea has dried right to the bottom. Waves surge so high that they hit the heavens." He presents this teaching to a sea of monks in the abbot's quarters in Serioji Temple. So he speaks of working a person. Footnote means to strike, hit or hammer out a human being or a person or people. So he speaks of working a person, and this is as if to say fashioning a person. Because of the work, each person possesses his or her own real features. He means, for example, that with Bodhidharma's eye, he has forged individual people, and he has forged people. The meaning of working a person is like this. Because each person is a person who has sat with the eye, a fist now striking people in the cloud hall, a staff striking people in the Dharma hall, and a bamboo stick and a fly whisk striking people in the abbot's quarters are Bodhidharma's eye itself. Having gouged out Bodhidharma's eye, Master Tendo makes it into mud balls to work into people, but people today call this by such names as having an interview and requesting the benefit of instruction, or formal preaching in the morning and informal preaching in the morning, or sitting and making effort. What sort of person does he fashion? Seas dry right to the bottom and waves hit the heavens. High waves hit the heavens. Footnote, fashioned people who are not worried by the impermanence of reality. My late master, the eternal Buddha, in formal preaching in the Dharma hall, praises the Tathagata's realization of the truth, saying, 6 years he stumbled in the undergrowth, the ghost of a wild fox. The whole body that sprang free was just the state of entanglement. He lost the eye and had no object of pursuit. Now he deceives people, saying that he was enlightened by the bright star. He has been enlightened by the bright star is the comment of an onlooker just at the moment when the Tathagata loses the eye. This is the entangled state of the whole body, and so it is easily sprung. That entangled state, footnote, also translates as the complicated, which we came up across in chapter 46. Pursuing the object we should pursue eliminates realization as an object of pursuit, and there is also nothing to pursue in non-realization. My late master, the eternal Buddha, in formal preaching in the Dharma hall says, "It is the time when Gautama lost the eye, in the snow, a single twig of plum blossoms. Now every place has become a thorn, yet I laugh at the swirling of the spring wind." To comment in brief, Gautama's eyes are not only 1, 2, or 3. The losing described now refers to which eye? It may be that there is an eye which is called losing the eye. In the state like this, moreover, there is an eye which is a single twig of plum blossoms in the snow. Stealing ahead of spring, it leaks the spirit of spring. My late master, the eternal Buddha, in formal preaching in the Dharma hall says, "Days and weeks of pouring rain, completely clear skies, croaking of bullfrogs, singing of earthworms. Eternal Buddhas have never passed away. They are manifesting the diamond eye. Ah, the complicated, the complicated." The diamond eye is days and weeks of pouring rain, is completely clear skies, is frogs croaking and worms singing. Because eternal Buddhas have never passed away, they are eternal Buddhas. And even when eternal Buddhas pass away, their passing is never the same as the passing of people who are not eternal Buddhas. My late master, the eternal Buddha, in formal preaching in the Dharma hall says, "The sun in the south grows distant. Inside the eye shines light. Inside the nostrils passes breath." The endless continuation of the present, the winter solstice and New Year's Day, the growing distance of the sun and moon, all are free of connectedness. Such is the shining of light inside the eye and the viewing of mountains in the sun. The dignified manner of being in such circumstances is like this. My late master, the eternal Buddha, while at Jojoji Temple in Rinnan City, gives the following formal preaching in the Dharma hall. This morning is the first of the second moon. The eyes of the fly whisk are bulging out, as bright as a mirror, as black as Japanese lacquer. Instantly they spring out and swallow the cosmos in one gulp. Yet the students of this monk are still battering into fences and battering into walls. In conclusion, what? Having given all, I am laughing heartily and leave everything to the vagaries of the spring wind. The battering into fences and battering into walls described now is the totality of fences themselves battering and the totality of walls themselves battering. There is the eye. This morning the second moon, the first. These are each concrete instances of the eye, and they are called eyes of the fly whisk. Because they spring out instantly, it is this morning. Because they swallow the cosmos hundreds of thousands of times, it is the second moon. A moment of giving all is the first. The realized vivid state of eyes is like this. Shōbōgenzō Ganzei preached to the assembly at Yamashibu Peak in Eshu on the 17th day of the 12th moon in the first year of Kangen, 1243. Hope you enjoyed that. It's very poetic, beautiful chapter. Thanks for listening. Take care.